Hi guys, Jason here from Trojan Photography, and today I'm going to give you a review of the Peak Design slide strap. So I've got an unboxing video of this. I'll leave a link in the description below, otherwise you can check it out on the channel. But so I've got the blue one. In basic, it costs around $80 to $90 Australian, different parts of the world depending. But I bought this mainly because, and before this I had just the textbook Canon strap you get with your camera, just the same as any other camera. It just goes around the neck. You start to get really bad neck pain and stuff. So I had another sort of like Black Rapid strap that came across. I didn't like it because mainly because it used the tripod mount at the bottom, which meant I couldn't have a plate on there all the time, which I was constantly changing plates. When you're out there, you don't want to be doing that. So I found this one, and we'll go through those specs a little bit, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are on it. So as you can see, I got the blue one. They got a blue, a red one, and a black one. From what I saw, I believe the blue and the red one are about $5 roughly more expensive, but it looks cool. I like the design. It's sort of made out of the same stuff seatbelts are made out of, so it's very tight, it's very tough. It's a nice design, so it's got nice smooth. You can see it's all blue there, so it's not slippery, but it slides better. So when you go on your shoulder on that side, it can slide around and you can lift it up, and I'll show you that in a sec. On the other side, it's got these black strips on the sides, these sort of grippy plastic strips, so when you go on your shoulder and you're walking around, it's around there, it's not going to slide around. So when you're walking around, you have it that way, flip it over and you can slide it up and you can start shooting. It will still slide with the black stuff if you want it to. It just means when you're walking around, it's generally not going to shift around your body or anything, but you can still do it that way without flipping it. So really nice design. It's got these D buckles on either end. You flip them down. From there you can pull through and adjust as you want, and then you just lock them in and they're nice, tight and secure. So that is great. Adjustability is great. I've adjusted it, and depending on what lens I've got, or depending on what I'm shooting, or depending on where I'm at, I generally will change it a little bit, or how I feel on the day. I think I generally change it a bit if I'm doing more hiking and stuff, or if it's sort of there ready to lift and run and gun sort of stuff, I'll change that. But there's one at either end, which is great because you want the padding right on your shoulder, which works perfectly because then you can adjust it so the camera's a little bit forward on you or a little bit back, depending if it's on the camera alone or you got one part clipped to the camera, one part clipped to the lens. I'll show you that in a second. But it works really well. The adjustability of it's amazing, so that's great. So they're nice, strong, secure. It loops back. And then even the loops down the bottom, they're really strong, they're really secure. It holds my camera. I've had it with the 7D Mark II battery grip and something like 150 to 500 Sigma lens I have, and I've walked around all day with it, and it sits on the shoulder comfortably. Didn't get irritating, didn't get heavy, anything. I was walking around. It's just very comfortable and very easy to use. So on the end, as you can see there, little black plate, and so I got my camera. I've got plate at the bottom, and you get a plate with it as well. This isn't the plate, but that's on a lens I've got. You got a plate. Fits with the Arca Swiss plates because they've got these nice holes. Not all plates have them, so that's they give it to you. It's great. You get another Arca Swiss plate to use anyway. It's got these little sort of discs, I guess you could call them. So I've got one at the base and one at the side of the camera right there. I've also got it on my telephoto lenses and stuff. If they've got a tripod mount, I have one on them. So it's really good, and it's really good because you can switch between their designs. So quite simply, you get the disc, you slide in, you pop it up, you're on. You do the same thing with the other side, and it's that simple. Locks in, it's fast, So you walk around with this around your neck, all good. You pull out the tripod, put it up the tripod, you unclip it, very simply, down and out. Down and out. You see how fast that was. Put on the tripod, that way you've got nothing flapping around in the wind, you've got none of that worries. So it's great. The speed and ease of this is just amazing. You can switch it between there. They've got a couple of different things. They've got the slide, they've got the clutch and stuff. Check out my review of that and unboxing of that I've got up on my YouTube page. But you can just change it between so simply, and you can see you just got these little tabs, who cares, like they're not getting in the way when they're on the tripod. At the bottom it works really well. I can still slide this onto a plate either direction, not a problem, fits on fine, doesn't get in the way. It just means if it's a windy-ish day or something's blowing around, I don't have a strap that can get caught on it. Same thing if I'm going out to a different event, or I want to use something else like the clutch or something. Take it off, put on the other one, and I'm done. It takes 2 seconds, no time at all. It's great. So, really good. So what are the negative things about it? Like I love the robustness, I love the ruggability of it. I've had it for about 8 months or so now, and I've used it quite significantly going overseas, going hiking, bushwalks, motorsport events, other events, just around and about the city taking photos and stuff, so it's great. The system's really fast, really quick as you saw to clip it on and off. Only one thing I've got with it, when you put it on, it's all good and it's fine, and you flip it back and forth depending on how you go. I find over time it slowly twists a little bit, and this cord down the bottom will start to twist a bit, and once that's done it'll start to really twist on itself. It would have been nice for them to have a swivel here. I don't know if that would have compromised strength or anything. They've got quite a nice bit of leather here onto the plastic, the D-ring there. It would have just been nice to have a swivel, like the shoulder bags and stuff you have. Generally have a swivel so you could just keep endlessly swiveling it. It would have just been nice that way, I can hold the strap up and the camera will just unravel with it or something. Not to say it's a huge issue, but that's just one thing. Besides that, it's extremely comfortable. It's got a significant amount of padding over that much. I'm quite a tall, broad sort of guy, and I've never had a problem with it, comfort wise and stuff. It sort of evenly distributes it across. It's really easy. You can flip it across the other shoulder if you want to. On the black plastic side, I've had it on one shoulder only, if I've got something else on my other shoulder, it doesn't slide off. I've had it under camera bags and stuff, so I've had this on, then I've had a camera bag over it, and it still slides perfectly with the camera bag's friction and stuff. It's just a really great product. Price is reasonable for it, but it'll last you forever. As I said, I've had it for about 8 months now. I've taken it through hell and back. I've been out in the rain with it, I've been through mud and stuff with this around me, and it looks still as good as new. I haven't had any fraying, none of the stitching's come undone. All this stitching's amazingly done, amazingly well sewn together, just really well put together. The adjustability of it's great. You can adjust, having the front and back adjustability is just something you'd never think of until you start to use it, and it works so well because you can position the camera up a little bit further or down a bit lower, or around your back or something, depending on what you have on and how you like to hold it. So it works really well, guys. So, in conclusion, I really feel this is a great product. If you're looking for a camera strap out there, this is great. You also get the Arcasus plate with it. You get, I think it's 3 or 4 of these little coin sort of button things that they clip into. So I've got 2 on this camera, which you need. For a camera, on my telephotos, as I said, I've got another plate on there, and I've got one of these on there. That way I can distribute the load, so that way my camera is not holding a lens off. I've got the strap half on the camera, half on the lens, so it's sort of evenly distributing it, which is a great design as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comments section. I'll get back to you with them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for many more reviews and tutorials coming soon. Thanks guys.